On January 28, 1986, 7 members of the Space Shuttle Challenger crew prepared for launch at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The crew's mission was rooted in education. It was the first time an American private citizen would be sent to space. Teacher Krista McAuliffe was selected from 10,000 applications for the Teacher in Space project. 73 seconds after liftoff, the shuttle exploded, claiming the lives of all 7 crew members on board. Hello and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Tetiana Anderson. 2026 marks 40 years since the Challenger disaster. Just months after the tragedy, the crew's families poured their grief into purpose, founding the Challenger Center, an organization created to honor their loved ones and continue the mission of education, particularly in science, technology, engineering, and math. Joining me to talk all about this is Mike Kincaid. He is the president and executive director of Challenger Center. And Mike, thank you so much for being here.
Tetiana, it's such a pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting us.
So, can you tell us a little bit about a couple of the members of the Challenger crew?
Sure. You know, what I'm struck by as I visit with the family members is how everyday they are, how they're people that are just like you and I, and they got up every day and they worked through the things that they cared about. When I think about Ron McNair and the lasting impact he left on generations of kids, really, it's exciting to see, or of course, Krista McAuliffe, a teacher, or the commander, Dick Scobie.
So, 2026 marks the 40th anniversary of the Challenger tragedy. Why is this anniversary so important today, especially in light of, Artemis 2, which is sort of the new mission that is exploring space?
It's exciting to think about 40 years later that still space can command kids' interests, just like it did for us way back when. To watch these kids as they are watching crew members go around the moon and go back and further than space than we ever have been before. And at Challenger Center, we're bringing kids into facilities where they get a chance to be scientists and engineers and flight directors to be able to put themselves in their own missions.
The crew of the Challenger really believed in education. How did that belief shape their families and their choices when it came to how they designed the Challenger Center?
When I think about what the families were going through, just think about the emotions they were going through. And less than 90 days later, they created Challenger Center. They knew that they wanted to do something lasting. I'd love to be able to go back to them in time and say, you know what, 40 years later, we're going to have reached over 7 million kids during the next 40 years using this moment. So all is not lost. The next generation can benefit from this.
How would you say the Challenger Center really brings hands-on STEM learning to life for the children that it serves?
So imagine a yellow school bus pulls up in front of one of our 33 locations across the country. Kids get off, they walk into a briefing room. Someone greets them in a blue flight suit who says, hey, welcome to Challenger Center. Today, you're going to go on a mission to the moon. Half the kids are going to go into a spacecraft where they are astronauts, and half the kids are going to go into mission control where they get to be flight controllers. But all of them are united in purpose to accomplish a mission. And our goal is in the 90 minutes that we have them, that they can see themselves in this kind of career, that they could say, I could do this. I could be a medical doctor. I can look at geology or weather. I can look at engineering, and I can find something of interest to me. That opportunity to reach kids is an important thing to be able to do today.
And you're reaching a lot of people. I mean, you spent decades at NASA. You're now at the Challenger Center. How do you see this work and its importance when it comes to preparing the next generation for the future?
You know, that's the key word, the next generation. At NASA, or whether it's Challenger Center, we're trying to help kids be able to see themselves, that they go, there's someone like me. We talk a lot about STEM identity. So many middle school kids make choices about their future in middle school. And if we can help them have an experience where they can see themselves, that they can see themselves pursuing a career like this, it can be life-changing to them. And it's a great opportunity to be part of that.
Mike Kincaid of Challenger Center, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Tatiana. Really enjoyed it.
And thanks to you as well for watching. As always, for more great conversations with leaders in your own community and across the nation, visit ComcastNewsmakers.com. I'm Tetiana Anderson.